you have to go! No, we're really glad you're here. Welcome to another episode of Story Manifestors Fables. We're currently in A Great Darkness Lost. On this channel, we give you writing pep talks, writing mindset advice, and all things storytelling. My name is Lea Falls, actor, writer, and mindset coach, and I'm here with my lovely wife,
Mia-Luna Falls, poet, writer, and DM extraordinaire.
Yes. And I'm very excited to see where Galia is going next. So let's jump in. Woo!
Woo! Last week, on A Great Darkness Lost, the most high-stakes thing happened. We were in a college dorm.
Oh no!
When terrible news arrived for Galia, and she found out that her father has very likely been missing for quite a while.
No, family vacation. We're all tripping together. We're all going on the family vacation.
And to get ready for that family vacation, she packed her things and went home for the day to, check in, see how things are going, seeing as she received this worrying letter from her dear friend
Tesrian.
Thank you. That her father, Entbal, is missing.
Ekbal.
Ekbal.
He's not the end one.
No, that's Chandabal.
That's Chandabal. That's why he's not Entbal.
Yes.
Ekbal.
Ekbal was missing. Ek, because it sounds like egg, and he's a bird. Okay.
It's canon. Ekbal's a trans man. Bird. Trans man. Bird.
Trans bird man.
Yeah.
Bird trans man.
Cool.
Anyways, and then on the wagon.
We're on a boat now! 17!
17 boats!
17 boats riding in the ocean to my village. Oh yeah, and there was someone on the carriage too.
With you, yes. Yeah. You never caught their name, but you did...
Wait. My laptop just made sounds. Okay, before we were so rudely interrupted by my laptop wanting energy and electricity and care, we were talking about how beautiful her head looked. No, how we were sitting in a carriage.
Where you met our dear person you don't know the name of, but you introduced yourself to them after you were playing along with their behavior and improvised music that they seemed to really like as they carved your initial into their mask.
Right. We hit it off.
And then there was a commotion. So just outside the carriage, you hear yelling between a voice that you do recognize and a voice that you don't, as well as quiet murmuring from someone that you can't really place the voice of.
Okay.
From outside the carriage.
Who?
The voice you do recognize is a man known as Calva. He is what would colloquially be known as a lich.
A lich?
But not a traditional lich. You see,
like from the Lich Kingdom?
He's an exile of the Lich Kingdom, and very good friends with your Aunt Dad Chandabal.
Oh,
they like to do math equations together because he was originally a magical inventor who invented a lich body for himself made out of metal and spare parts.
Smart boy.
And the Lich Kingdom did not like that. They thought it was a perversion of the necromantic arts. So he was given the choice either to allow a necromancer to transition him into being traditionally undead, which there was no guarantee whether he'd keep his lich status at that point, or go into exile. So he went into exile.
Rebel!
Yes. And the person he's arguing with, you do not recognize the voice of at all.
Okay.
In the commotion, your new friend, who with the mask, slips out the door and disappears.
Okay, I don't think I'm gonna pay too much attention.
Yeah, that's why I'm assuming she slipped out the door and disappeared.
Was it like loud bang?
No, it's yelling. It's like lots of yelling.
Okay. Well, I run out immediately as well.
You throw the door open and you run out and you see Tesrian, Calva, and a random man in a Lich Nation armor just yelling at Calva.
Okay. I want to run up to that random man and play the lute so loud that he can't hear himself. Like, I'll hold it up against his ear and go...
Alright, this is going to be our first happenstance of a roll.
Ooh,
I need you to either roll performance... Okay, wait. Are you trying to play with any kind of skill at all? Or
No, just loud.
Alright, then I want you to roll intimidation.
Okay. 2.
Plus 3, so that's a 5 total.
I'm so intimidating.
So you run up to him and exactly do that, just... and
Hardcore loot!
the man stops for a moment. He's clearly a military officer of some degree, and you see Tezrian, like, trying to calm the whole situation down across from you, but she clearly seems overwhelmed also. He cocks back and takes a swing at you, and you lift your reinforced loot. It's a very well-made loot to prevent it from being damaged. Your father, Ekbal, got it for you, and it's made out of...
What damage would happen to it?
Your father knows better than that. Since it's a reinforced loot, as he cocks back, you duck underneath it, and he smacks his hand on the body of it.
No!
And the loot takes no damage, but you hear his knuckles crack, and he just, gosh dang it!
Music is the strongest weapon.
Alright, that's Tezrian speaking. Can we all just fucking calm down for one moment here, and see if we can just sort this out? I mean, you just threw a punch at an unarmed citizen, and you've been
at my loot.
At her loot, and you've been verbally assaulting one of our dear citizens. He's a mockery of everything there is to be known as a lich, and he's just prancing about like it doesn't. I am done with your bullshit.
Well, you're a mockery of a person.
He straightens up, adjusts what you now can see as a tie underneath his armor. And turns around and starts storming off. The general will hear of your behavior.
Yeah, let him. So what's going on?
Tactful as always, Galia?
Of course. Well, I mean, I wasn't playing an attack, but I was, I just want to be loud.
That man,
Is that Calva?
That's Calva.
Okay.
That man, he chose to raise his voice against me when I have been a full-fledged citizen of this nation for years.
How dare he?
Alright, can we not start this all over?
How dare he?
Guys and gals, he left. It's good to see you, Galia. And she gives you a big hug.
That's exactly how the hug looks like. Because there's a table everywhere.
There's a loot in between them. And Calva just... I take it you're here for your father.
Yeah. I mean, like, Tezrian here likes to write dramas. You're getting so good at your playwriting. So, anyway,
She kind of rubs the back of her neck awkwardly.
So, where is Dad? And, like, have we heard of, Pops yet?
How about we, go, check on Dad first, and then we can talk more about it, okay? He's been missing you something fierce.
Oh, I've been missing him too.
Give my regards to Chanda for me, okay?
Will do, and you make sure no one else yells at you or I have to come back.
I'll count on it, little missy.
Mm-hmm.
So, Tezrian puts her hand on your shoulder and, like, begins leading you off towards your house in a brisk walk, like a good pace, but not too quick. So, how has college been for you? I mean, you must be getting close to graduating or something, right? How long you been going?
Yeah, well, I'm technically 2 months off, but I'm thinking of maybe hanging on a couple more semesters. I'm not sure my flute game is quite on top yet, and I still haven't gotten a director to work with me.
Well, I mean, how many instruments are you trying to master? Is there like a director instrument threshold or something?
No, just most directors want, written music. But I think the flute game is gonna change everything.
I think, like, flute can be pretty creepy.
Yeah.
I'm sure that'll just bring it up to the next level.
Thanks, Tez. So how's everything been going around in the how village? How?
Things have been different here. It's been
I've heard.
Surprisingly tense, actually. Like,
you look surprisingly tense.
One moment.
Massage.
You know how Mammon's been. Okay, thank you. You know how Mammon was all. I told you Mammon was talking about how. Oh, it's going to bring all this great market. Mammon is the mayor of your city.
Okay, I was going
to say
Mammon.
To verify.
Mayor. Mayor.
You know how they've been talking about how this is going to bring so much lucrative buying and selling and relaxation, tourism from the different warriors and all that. I don't know. I don't feel like anyone wants to come by.
I mean, if there's a lot of conflict, people probably want to stay at home. I know Dad probably doesn't want to leave the garden even.
I don't think he's even left the house, you know.
Which is good, because it's times of conflict. Everyone should, find their safe, comforting place, and I totally understand. But he's going to leave the house soon when Pops comes back, and we're gonna go camping. We haven't done camping in a while. It's gonna be nice.
Rubs the back of her neck
a little
nervously.
Tess. You seem stressed too. See, stress.
Yeah,
always rubbing that neck. Yeah. You should come too, Tess.
Okay, I will. And you guys continue walking through the city because your house is on the outskirts. Mm-hmm. Like, Chandabal always liked having a little bit of distance. Partially from the Fey blood, partially just from who he is. He likes having his distance from the more civilized parts.
Also,
so you end up
closer to the forest, right?
Bingo.
Yes.
You leave the city part and you enter the Wildflower Fields. It is clearly just a beautiful spring this year. The flowers are bright, beautiful colors, rainbows everywhere, flowers just growing, and they are a very interesting magical plant that you guys grow here. There's not a lot to do with it, like magical properties wise, but they do bloom and unbloom in 5-minute cycles, so they're constantly moving as they asynchronously bloom and unbloom in all the different colors, and each time they bloom, it's a different color.
Okay, Galia has like a specific tune that she wrote for the flowers, so she starts playing that. Tesrian probably knows that one. As
you guys are walking through the flower fields, you see your house, and it's the back side of your house where where Chandabal isn't. Chandabal's kind of arced over the front half and everything.
Okay.
And you're heading through, and there's your beautiful little Hobbit Hole Manor.
Ah.
There's a nice bit of wildflowers.
Hobbit Hole Manor. That's.
It's built. Your house is actually a pretty good size because Ekbal brings in a lot of money with his traveling merchant work, and it's built kind of deep down and wide.
Oh, interesting.
So you guys
like a tree actually with the roots.
Exactly. The roots of the manor are really nice. They don't have like the same window setup that like the top level does, but they're comfortable. They're perfectly air regulated, lots of fresh air, and the back of your house is covered in those wildflowers also.
Aww.
In fact, there's a little patch of them that kind of divots in so that you can see them straight off like a city skyline out of your personal bedroom window, which they've kept for you.
Aww.
And as you look over the top of your house...
I guess I do understand why your dads don't want to leave, huh?
Yeah. And you can look over the top of your house, and there's the hill that leads up into the little forest area, which everyone in the city knows is a gateway to the Fae. Because it's a good way to meet
I'm a gateway to the Fae!
Hey! And that's why... Part of the reason why your dads also live under this hill is because it's a Fae forest up the hill.
Ah, nice.
And it's a good way to visit, old friends and family. And as you approach the house, you slowly begin cresting around the corner, and you see your dad.
Aww.
His roots are kind of withered. His skin is dry, and his leaves are a deep yellow of fall.
Dad, you haven't been using the maple syrup!
He shifts and a few of the leaves fall from his tree.
Dad! I hug the tree. Galia is a tree hugger.
Yeah.
I give him a big hug. Oh my! When did it become fall?
You feel the arms kind of slowly shift up out of the ground and hug you very close. And you hear very softly in your ear 2 words.
I know, Dad. I know. He's probably just looking for a birthday present or anniversary. It's coming up next month, right? You two's anniversary.
In the tree branches, you can see his face, and he frowns slightly more. and one of his arms releases from you and reaches in through the front door. And what he grabs we'll find out next week on A Great Darkness Lost.
No.
No?
No.
No?
No.
You don't like that cliffhanger?
No! Tell me what he reaches.
He pulls out a letter.
Not a letter again!
Another letter.
Well, I guess now we know where she lives, and we know the town, and we know that my wife sucks.
I do.
Okay, final row. 4. Again!
Because you're going to have to wait for it.
Wait for it.
No copyright! Shush!
That's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please like, subscribe, and share it with someone who would enjoy it as well. Make sure you check out episode 1. Thank you so much. Please tell us in the comments, what do you think the letter is going to be about, seeing as we're apparently doing a lot of cliffhangers.
And if you really like the episode, please comment your own cryptic letter you'd leave for your daughter if you disappeared into a war-torn country.
Ooh, I love that. Yes.
Writers!
Yay! You can follow us on social media at Story Manifestors and find us at storymanifestors.com, our website, where we've got a newsletter with more inspiring stuff, and also you won't miss any episodes. And we also offer writing services, acting services, and mindset services on our website. For example, we do have character interviews, which is a little bit similar to this style. It's really fun. Go check it out. Our personal Instagram accounts will appear here. I hope. I think. I will make them happen. Oh yeah. And if you want more fantasy content and general fantasy trivia and some other cool stuff, go check out this account, which is related to my upcoming book series, which is coming out next month, next year. But we're already sharing some cool fantasy stuff, some quotes, also some just like general inspiration, mythological creatures, that kind of stuff. So go check that out as well. Thank you so much for watching. It was a pleasure having you here, and see you all next week.
Bye!